Thank you for watching Kyle Erby, Male Rights Activist. I am Kyle Erby, and I'm a card-carrying member of the MRA. We have a fantastic show for you today. Let's start this off with the hated male of the week. Today's hated male of the week is Bobby Petrino. Bobby Petrino was fired as the head coach of the University of Arkansas football team after it came out that he lied about a motorcycle accident he had where his passenger, Jessica Durrell, was his mistress. He allegedly tried to lie to police, then he lied to his boss, who eventually fired him. Here's my problem with this. He had to lie. It's not like he could have just been like, oh, I was just going on a ride with my side piece. That would have been disrespectful to his wife. I understand as a coach you're not supposed to lie and cheat, but that's on the field. At least he didn't cheat at his job. Was he paying his team to hurt other players? No. Spying on other teams' practices? No. Steroids, HGH? No and no. If he was doing that, fire him. But banging a 25-year-old volleyball player? His boss shouldn't have gave him a pink slip. He should have gave him a high five. Can't we separate a man's job from his personal life? It's bad enough you can't be president if you have a side piece, but now you can't coach? Stop it. This man didn't break any laws, so he should have kept his job. His responsibility was to win football games, and that's what he did. He improved their record every year. Last year they finished number 5 in the country, and the only 2 teams they lost to were the teams that went to the national championship. And instead of praising him, he was fired for a technicality. I haven't seen that much injustice since Joe Clark fired that music teacher for not knowing the school song. Now some people might be saying, what about the example that he set? And I understand you want your coach of a college program to, be a man of integrity. So let's look at the example that Coach Petrino set.
The examples that Petrino set.
At the age of 51, he was banging a 25-year-old volleyball player. That says, boys, if you get a job making $3 million a year, you too can bang volleyball players when you get old.
Good example.
At one time, he gave his side piece $20,000.
Bad example.
Yes, having a lot of money helps you get a woman, but you don't have to spend it on her. Just let her know you have it. Just reach in your pocket for your keys and accidentally drop a big wad of cash. Be like Steve Urkel.
Did I do that?
Now, if your side piece wants some of that money, you tell her to get a job. Which brings me to my next point. He got that chick a job.
Good example.
Jessica clearly needed the money, and he could have kept tricking on her, but instead, he set her up to take care of herself. That's what I'm talking about. Give a woman a fish, she eats for the day. But teach a woman how to fish, she becomes Secretary of State. Instead of praising Petrino for helping Jessica gain her independence, Jeff Long, the athletic director, he got upset because he said that Jessica shouldn't have got that job because there were 159 other applicants and she had an unfair advantage to get that job. I don't agree. The other women could have got the job too, but they didn't want it bad enough. Arkansas was so quick to fire Petrino because they thought he would have been bad for the university. I think he would have been good for recruiting. What, do I want to go to Alabama where I have Nick Saban as a father figure? Fuck that! I want to go to Arkansas where I have Bobby Petrino as a wingman. And I don't like the way Arkansas try to look like the good guys in this whole situation. They turned their back on their coach and pushed out another employee just because she stole Mrs. Petrino's man by actively pursuing him when he was already taken. That's not stealing. Stealing is what Arkansas did to the Atlanta Falcons when they actively pursued and stole their coach in the middle of the season. Jessica was sending Petrino home every night. That's not stealing. That's borrowing. In closing, what was lost in this whole situation was the fact that Bobby Petrino never got his props. Not only for being a good coach, but for keeping his game tight for so long. I mean, think about how long he had everybody fooled. If it wasn't for that motorcycle accident, he would have never got caught. I know Jeff Long was under a lot of pressure to fire Petrino, but I just wish he would have had his back. This is how the press conference should have went.
Mr. Long, what are you going to do about Coach Petrino?
Get him some motorcycle lessons, I guess. Next question.
Sir, are you going to fire Coach Petrino?
Why in the hell would I do that? He's the best goddamn coach we had here in a long time.
What about the new shocking information you have about his personal life?
Shocking? Ooh, here's shocking for you. This just in, news at 11, men like okay? And we like it a lot. And the only thing we like more than is we haven't had before. And young and athletic. But ooh, we better not get even though we did what we're supposed to do. We made the money to earn the but it's cheating now. It's cheating. Well, guess what? He never cheated on the field. It could have been a hell of a lot worse. He could have lost a goddamn bowl game.
Good example.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show for today. Fellas, don't forget your MRA card. Ladies, don't go out like Arkansas, because they made the same mistake that many women make. They ask for a good man, and then when they finally get him, they let him go over a technicality. A good coach wins games. A good man provides, protects, and loves. If you have a good man, don't let him go just because he can't live up to your unrealistic expectations. Because in the words of Bobby Womack, if you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight. Have a good one.
When it's cold outside, who are you holding? You know, if y'all don't mind, I'd like to talk about this woman of mine.